Hey there, CJ Math students, and welcome to homework number 118. Please put your name and heading up at the top of the paper. And for this first part of the video, I'm actually going to ask you questions directly related on these notes without saying the answer to see how well you can use a resource. So how do we find the mode of a data set? Okay, now that you know how to find the mode, hopefully, how do we find the median of a data set? The median of a data set. Okay, what do you need to do if there are two numbers in the middle of a median? Great. How do you find the range of a data set? Okay, what is the first thing, no matter what, that you should always do with data? And lastly, how do you find the mean, aka the average of a data set? All right, great. Now that I got your brain going and that you've answered those, you've got similar problems to yesterday, but this time the data looks a little bit different. So here we've got some dot plots, and luckily when you got dot plots, everything's ordered for you already. You just need to interpret it. So here's the length of book titles and the number of words. So here's how this data would look. You have 3 ones, so you're going to order them out. 1, 2, 3. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 twos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you have 1, 3. All right, so to find the median, super simple. Go 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, and the middle number is 2, so your median is 2. The mode is easy because obviously you can look up the dot plot and see, oh, the one that occurs the most, that's 2. It occurs 5 times. The mean is you're going to add these all up and divide by how many you have. So now a lot of you skipped this step yesterday. You forgot to write your total, and then a lot of you also had clumsy thumbs. So again, I'm going to say multiple times, add up the numbers, get a total, then add them up again to make sure you get the same total. So 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 5 twos, 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1, 3. That should give you 16. And again, I did it again one more time in my calculator, and I got 16 again in my calculator. So now I know that my total is absolutely right on. Okay, then I count out how many data values do I actually have, because remember, to find the mean, divide by how many you have. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Divide by 9. So 16 divided by 9, you'll get a decimal, 1.7 repeated. These are words. And the range is just the biggest number minus the smallest number. 3 minus 1, which is 2. Again, it's not the number that occurs the most. It is the biggest number, and then not the number that occurs the least minus the smallest number. All right? So you're going to do number 2 on your own. And yes, I do want you to draw the dot plot. No, you don't need to draw the picture. And then after you do number 2, understand that this in between 22 and 24, that's obviously 23. This is 27. There's 2 30s there. There's 2 32s, right? I want you to go on the back, and I had some data here. So we're going to pretend that Mr. Fairfax played some games of 2K, but we're going to pretend that he wasn't allowed to play on Sunday. So he won 15 games on Monday, 11 games on Tuesday, 13 games on Wednesday, 11 games on Thursday, 17 games on Friday, and 4 games on Saturday. I want you to find the median, mode, mean, and range of that data. The very first thing you should do, no matter what, is always order these. So 4 comes first, then you've got 2 11s, then you got a 13, then you got a 15, and you got a 17. You notice I have 6 numbers. I had 6 days, so I'm all set. So median should be easy to find. Pick the middle number. Remember, if you have 2 numbers in the middle, add them up and divide by 2 to find the middle of that. The mode is the number that occurs the most. The mean, add them up, divide by how many you have. And the range is the biggest minus smallest. Lastly, question number 5 here, it says, should Fred use the average or the median to describe his typical wins on 2K? And why? So think about this. Fred, 15 wins, 11 wins, 13 wins, 11 wins, 17 wins. Those are kind of all close to each other. And then one day, 4. So what is going to happen? This is called an outlier. Because you have an outlier, that is really going to affect your average, either positively if it's way above all the numbers, or negatively if it's way below all the numbers. So I don't know if Fred necessarily wants to use the average here because there's an outlier. Because if he does so, he might be selling himself a little bit short. Okay, that's it. You got 20 minutes of ST Math as well. Email me the code word and all your work that's nice and neat, please, when you are finished.